Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA this Saturday afternoon. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. It's the Portland Trailblazers and the Chicago Bulls. Now here's Holiday. Back to Grant. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Here's Avdia. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Bulls.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Portland. Avdia outside. Pass to Kamara. 5 to shoot. Klingen. Tries again. Back to Kamara. Launches it. And it's Dang with the rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Bogans. Here's Boozer. He's covered by Holiday. Chicago passing it around. And Boozer gets it to go.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Avdia. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man.
Yep, that one's good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Klingen. Deflects the pass. Rose outside. Noah. Great D that time from Kamara.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Holiday taking his time here. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with the Bulls head coach. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
Avdia.
To the inside. Avdia. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Now here's Avdia. He's got 6. Thomas with a steal. Rose with it. Avdia picks him up. Back to Rose. Knocked away. Going all the way to the rack. For the finish. And Williams punches it home.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Well, he had the spot.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Bulls trail by 4. Thomas outside. To the paint. Here's Love. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Out left to the wing. Watson with it. And that's Love picking him up defensively. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Trailblazers ball.
Portland leading by 6. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sissoko. Up and in on the layup.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And so it's Portland, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area.
The Trailblazers, 14.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
Here's Henderson. Chalk up 2 there.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Bulls trail by 8. Inside. It's stolen by Love. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Rose with it. And that's Love picking him up defensively. Rose outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
First team.
Thank you.
Foul.
Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point lead. Outside Kamara. Pass to Klingon. Crafty move. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
Now here's Watson. Here's Korver. Defended by Avdia. Here's Watson. To the middle. Here's Korver. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It goes on Denny Avdia.
Second team foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for Chicago.
First one falls for him.
Kyle Korver. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Outside Holiday. Here's Avdia. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Bulls trail by 6. Watson with it. Guarded now by Holiday.
2 minutes.
Here's Thomas.
In the first half.
Tipped away.
2 minutes.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Team foul.
1:53 left in the first half. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. And the Blazers making a change here. And no luck that time either.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there. Pass to Williams. Back to Holiday. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
They're one of the smarter players in the league. Holiday using that little shot fake and baiting the defense.
Trailblazers.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw no good. He hits the 2nd from the line.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Rose outside. Bogans. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by Chicago.
Good shot, gone bad. Got to finish there.
It's Avdia on the wing. Back to Holiday. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Rose can't connect.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Back to Holiday. And he gets the bucket. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now. Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Rose outside. To win the run. And again, Chicago, no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Bulls trail by 13. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Outside, Williams. Back to Avdia. Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Williams has got 6.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup.
Rose outside.
Jrue Holiday.
Stolen. Now the Blazers moving it up. Good on the shot. Give him 8 points now.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Trailblazers lead by 17. Pass to Avdia. Portland moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Grant. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, and Clingan is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
From deep, Rose. And the three-pointer goes.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
And the basket by Holiday.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And
yes, indeed, VA. And give them a foul. I mean, it's so much important work and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you, B.A.
A good strategy.
3-second
Okay, Allie, good
violation.
stuff. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Oh, there's the alley. Thomas with the ball. Henderson picks him up. Elbow shot on the way. That one a little long.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Inside. Here's Klingon. Banked it in off the glass. Klingon's got 4 points this quarter.
Henderson.
I love it. When Klingon starts throwing that weight around, he'll knock you out of position.
Portland
Oh,
foul.
man, the defender really went after him.
Second personal
Chicago
foul.
shooting their
Second
5th and
team
6th free
foul.
throw attempts tonight. The first one falls.
Line for 2, C.J. Watson.
He's perfect from the line this time. Portland leading by 18. And now we've got an intentional foul. Chicago making a switch here.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game.
For your Wolves, Derrick Rose.
Here's Henderson to the inside. This one for 3.
Sissoko.
Sissoko with the bucket. Sissoko's got 5 now.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass. Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. A minute 15 left in the third. Henderson outside. Back to Kamara. Chicago with a rebound.
Terrific rim protection, impacting the shot.
Rose outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, stolen by Murray. To the paint. Here's Clara. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Dang. Back to Rose. It's stolen by Henderson. To the right side. Four seconds left. Just 3 on the clock. It's deflected. And so it's Portland sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone.
The Trailblazers, 42.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Trailblazers lead by 21. Outside Love. And Watson over to help. To the middle. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
Pass to Brewer. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Here's Abdia. Misses off the left iron.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Love. Back to Avdia. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Love.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
And in some cases, you're talking legacy, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
To the wing, right side. Grant with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Back to Avdia. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Avdia's got 4 points this quarter. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Inside. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday, showing up the defense with a jam.
Rose with it. Guarded now by Holiday. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Blazers on the move. Avdia outside. Back to Holiday. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Whoa! And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Avdia outside. The 3 is up. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's Rose. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Grant, left side. From the baseline. Tipped. And he recovers it. The shot's good.
Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Grant showing you great confidence inside and his ability to score at the rim.
Now Rose.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Deng. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bogans. Back to Rose. Over Holiday. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. It's Avdia on the wing. And that's an intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Substitution.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Chicago foul.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Trailblazers, Robert Williams. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. From outside the arc. Off the mark. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining.